Samito na, ayaw na magpunta na.
Good morning, curls yung buhok.
Yes.
Naka-record na kayo po? Recording na po ba lahat?
Yes.
Ma'am, good morning, ma'am, or media friends. Let's start, Ma'am Jill Domingo from SMNI News. Ma'am, go ahead.
Good morning. Kapaukas panawagan for manual vote counting because of mga problema po sa ECM and overvoting. And this was settled by the previous Parliament. Not for the political gain, but for transparency po, matigil na daw yung irregularities every election. That's what Smanson is. How do you agree for that sa manual?
Yes, oo. Meron kasing random manual counting ang COMELEC and ina-identify nila ang area and ang date. Sinabihan ko yung PDP laban kung pwede gawa nila ng paraan because ako personally wala akong nationwide network. Sila yung may machinery kung saan pwede sana maka-attend yung mga lawyers nila sa random manual counting audit ng COMELEC. But more than that, kung meron pa bang ibang nakikita yung PDP laban as a political party na nadehado yung kanilang mga kandidato, ay susuportahan ko yung mga questions nila. Because as a Filipino as well, gusto natin na credible yung elections and the results will reflect the will of the people.
Okay, Bril Montalvo.
Recently, VP, sabi ni Alyansa Campaign Manager and na-vote as Representative Toby Chanco na dahil umano sa conditional release ng mga proyekto na ipinasang budget, kaya sila nakapirma doon sa impeachment mo sa Congress. Any statement? Speechless.
Well, kasi iba yung narinig ko. Ang narinig ko kasi 1.5 million cash and 6 million akap ang bayad sa pirma sa impeachment. So, baka iba pa
Yun
yung
sinabi niya, recent lang, sa interview sa One News.
Baka iba pa yung conditional release, no? So, in addition pa yung doon sa mga natanggap, mga nagpirma. And totoo din naman yun, public record din na makikita ninyo na yung mga hindi pumirma, zero talaga yung budget para sa kanila. But more than that, alam nyo, hindi dapat nagkakaroon ng budget ang mga congressman kasi that is pork barrel. Hindi sila dapat nagkakaroon ng apportionment doon sa projects ng executive department kasi ang trabaho lang naman ng congressman ay
Ano ang mangyayari kung gagamitin mo ang saffron hair blackening spray araw-araw? Hindi mo na kailangan
lang naman ng congressman ay gumawa ng batas. Hindi siya pwedeng kumuha doon sa budget ng mga departments namin. So, madaming irregularities and malamang yan din yung protesta ng pagkaraniwan na mga tao na hindi nagagamit ng maayos yung pera ng bayan.
VP, sinabi din ni Toby Chanco na nabawasan daw yung boto ng kandidato ng mga alyansa dahil nga ito nga sa impeachment na inilabas ng Congress.
Yan ang hindi ko masasabi without a study. Baka merong access sa study si Congressman Toby Chanco kaya niya nasabi ng ganyan. But hindi ko masabi yan kung yan ba ang rason kung bakit pangit ang resulta ng mga senators sa alyansa.
Arjel Relator, Jimmy.
Ma'am, regarding sa result sa senatorial candidates, ma'am, ano tingin niyo magiging takbo ng impeachment trial, ma'am? How positive are you na, or confident are you na ma-acquit kayo, ma'am, sa impeachment trial sa Senate po?
Wala akong expectations of acquittal or a verdict guilty. Basta sa akin lang ay tinanggap ko na kung ano yung magiging verdict. Whether guilty man yun or acquittal, I'm already at peace. At hindi ko alam kung paano boboto ang mga senators. If at all there will be a trial, I think it is wrong to start counting votes now because they haven't seen evidence yet. They haven't seen what the prosecutors have. They haven't seen what our defense is. So parang mali siguro na magbilingan ng boto ng walang trial. Pero ginagawa siya na publiko. So, basta sa akin, tanggap ko kung anong mangyayari, anong magiging ending ng impeachment.
Pero yung preparation po ng mga lawyers natin, kumusta po?
Lawyers, okay naman sila. In full throttle na yung kanilang preparations for the impeachment, and of course they would not want a trial as lawyers. Alam naman natin ang galawan ng mga abogado, no? Marami silang mga paraan sa batas as a legal recourse for their clients. But sinabihan ko na rin talaga sila, really, I truly want a trial because I want a bloodbath talaga.
Okay. Ma'am, we have Kyodo News, a Japan media base. Ken Sasaki, go ahead.
Japanese according to the previous surveys, Marcos camp could not secure the predicted around 8 seats. Why do you think that Marcos camp has lost these seats in the Senate? And also, did you talk with your father about the result of this election?
Yes. We talked yesterday. We talked for a long time, about 41 minutes, about the results of the elections, both local and national. And I updated him about what are the ways forward with regard to the impeachment and with regard to what we are doing with his ICC case. So he is updated very recently, yesterday. And why do I think that the Alianza senators did not perform well? It's because of the president. The people find him wanting of his promises. And the people expect more from the president, particularly with regard to his work for our country. So they should not blame anyone else, anything that has happened. It's just the president.
Okay.
How was the evaluation of the previous president of this election? Is he satisfied or?
Oh, well, when I updated him and started giving the updates on who is for him and who is likely not for President Duterte, I didn't have any reaction with the national results. But on the local results, he said tagam. In English, it's
Deserve it.
He said tagam. Tagam sila. So, yes, we'll just find the translation.
For local yan.
Yes, for local. When I gave him updates for local.
Before we continue,
Oh, yes, I know. Naanadiritan na ako ang college. Balhin na siya tanan.
Question po, VP, any updates po on how FPRD will take over from the game?
Yes, the lawyers, his lawyers are working on how he will swear for his oath. They're working on it, and I don't think they have an answer right now, but I am sure they will give an update in the coming days, right before June 30, noon of June 30.
Okay. And also, follow up din sa yung supplemental affidavit na that your camp will be filing on the denying the criminal offenses, grave threats, and inciting to convictions.
Yes. Yesterday there was a hearing in DOJ with regard to the NBI complaint on inciting to sedition and grave threats. And the lawyers manifested that they will submit a supplemental, uh, some sort of a supplemental petition or motion in the NBI. I cannot talk about what that supplemental document will be, but I'm sure you will know about it once it is filed in the NBI.
Ma'am Ruth?
VP, yung assessment niyo po na lahat, no, almost or lahat ng mga big mga key provinces and cities, Manila, Cebu, and Cagayan, Zamboanga, Laguna, nakuha po lahat ng kandidato po natin, PDP.
Hindi ko pa nakita yung disaggregated votes. Ang nakikita ko lang is yung total votes. No, we still have to study siguro kung saan nakakuha ng boto ang PDP laban, so that in the next elections, kung meron man silang senator candidates, ay maayos nila yung kanilang strategy. Dahil sa ngayon na election, ay tumulong lang naman ako sa kanila dahil nawala si dating Pangulong Duterte. Sabi ko nga, noong meeting de avance ng PDP laban, tinawag lang ako ng tadhana. Wala naman akong partido. Initially, wala talaga akong plano na sumali din sa kampanya dahil na nga nakakauntong tagam ato ang 2022 elections, no? So it would be good for PDP to start para kung meron silang senators in the future ay maayos nila yung campaign strategy.
Mamaya, right, Ma'am
May
Edge?
total VP, bali sa tutagam na ay nag-comment na now you learn, para ka na ilahan ko. Ako po, sorry, I have to ask this VP. Dito overwhelming result sa election, all the 30 back candidates na nakadao. There are now you are the strongest contender for 2028 presidential elections. There are also clamor na tinawagan na dati kailangan 2028. What is your take?
As I said, no, tung 2019, di pangutan ako kung mudagan ko o senator nagsulti ko dili. Tung 2022, di pangutan ako kung mudagan ko o president. Sayo ko nagsulti na January of 2021 nisulti ko. And I did. Nisulti ko, madili ko mudagan o president. Ang pagdagan ako o vice president were circumstances that happened after the deadline of the filing of candidacy naman ko siya. And sa 2028, gitagaan ko deadline sa mga supporters na hantod December of 2026. By December of 2026, kung dili daw po magdesisyon, they will look for other candidates for president in 2028. So, napakoy more than a year. I have more than a year to really sit down and list down the pros and cons, as I did at 2021 with regard to running for president.
Karin Beltran?
Hello po, VP. Good morning. As part of your wishes, VP, nga makadaog ang mga senatorial na imong endorso, are you satisfied with the result?
Isa ako ang statement, no, it was not what we expected. We expected more candidates from PDP to win. Pero in my heart, they already won. I listened to their campaign speeches. Once lang ko nakapaminaw sa ilahang mga campaign speeches, kadto lang meeting de avance, and I was proud of them. No, they know what they wanted. They know what they wanted for the country, and they fought for it. So in my heart, they won, and hopefully, kung naaman sila, kung meron man silang nakita na hindi tama yung resulta ng elections nitong nakaraang May 12 ay maresolba siya sa loob ng COMELEC at kung saan man na pwede na legal na proseso.
How do you assess the results in the Davao region? Is it true that the Duterte's now is losing their grip sa Davao region?
Hindi ko nakita ang results sa ibang areas sa Davao region. Nakita ko ang results dito sa Davao City. And 12 of, kasi si Senator Handasan was ranked number 12, no? Sa Davao City, and endorsed siya by President Duterte. So yung buong 12 na yun ay galing sa slate, including guest candidates ng PDP.
Pero sa local, yung mga governors,
hindi ko nakita, ma'am, because hindi naman kami nag-participate sa ibang elections sa local. Wala kaming, wait, I have to check. Wala namang HNP candidate sa ibang lugar, di ba? Dito lang sa loob. Oh, yes. Walang HNP candidate sa labas ng Davao City. Meron lang kami HNP candidate dito sa loob ng Davao City.
I like it. Yep, it's mine. The prices blow my mind.
Ng Davao City. So, hindi kami nag-participate sa local elections sa division.
bakit ma'am?
Because nag-focus kami dito sa Davao City. So, all our strength and resources and lahat na cooperation and lahat na nilagay namin sa Davao City. We started planning for that election January of 2024. January 2024 pa lang, nandito pa si PRD. Wala pa yung dalawang candidates, si Omar at si Rigo. Wala pa sila because at that time, January 2024, wala sila sa listahan ng mga kandidato. Ang nandoon lang, January 2024, si PRD, si Mayor Baste, si Congressman Pulong at ako. Kaming apat plus yung team, na hindi ko na lang pangalanan kung sino sila, pero nagpapasalamat ako sa kanila and we still continue to work with them. Yung team, we decided to focus on Davao City. Dumating lang naman na naging candidate si Omar Duterte kasi ayaw na makipag-usap ni Congressman Vincent Garcia. Sinasabihan namin siya na siya lang ang tumakbong congressman. At at the time, ayaw na niya makipag-usap sa akin. And until now, I reached out to him, ayaw pa rin niya makipag-usap sa akin. Hindi niya sinasagot yung messages namin. Kaya naging candidate si Omar. Pero at the time, January 2024, si Omar and si Rigo wala pa sila sa listahan ng candidates.
Ma'am, pinag-usapan ngayon yung speakership at saka Senate presidency. Mayroon bang lumulutan na pangalan na lumapit sa iyo para hingin yung blessing niyo? At meron bang sariling candidate for speaker and Senate presidency, VP Sara?
Wala. Wala akong candidate for speaker or for Senate president. Wala ding lumapit sa akin for speaker or for Senate president. Sinabihan ko si Congressman Pulong. Sabi ko sa kanya, baka gusto mo lumaban ng speaker. Hindi ba siya sumagot? Hindi siya sumagot. Iniisip din niya siguro yung chances niya na manalo.
Anong chances kaya ni Congressman Pulong? Bakit siya yung napili niyo na in-endorse?
Well, sinabi ko sa kanya, kung hindi ka manalo ng ng speaker, then kunin mo yung minority. Diba? But wala pa siyang sagot. So I guess he's still thinking about it. Siguro, hindi ko alam. At sinabi lang niya sa akin kanina, huwag ka makapag-away kasi katagaling mo lang sa simbahan. Sa misa.
Another, palap ko lang doon sa sinabi niyo about political dynasty. Ano yung formula niyo para magkaroon tayo ng real batas na para sa anti-political dynasty?
Siguro immediate family. Hindi ko lang alam if we can extend it up to what degree. But initially, immediate family. Kasi karamihan naman yan usually. Kaya nag-aaway-away yung mga magkakapatid kasi usually same line yung mga sumusunod. Kaya din nag-aaway-away yung magkapamilya. So ang pinakauna talaga dyan sa political dynasty is yung some sort of regulation sa pagtakbo noong mga immediate family members ng termer or incumbent.
VP,
Sige, Bring, go ahead.
VP, ngayon kumasa itong si Chel Jokno and Attorney Lyle De Lima for prosecution team sa Kamara ng Impeachment. Anong comment mo dito? And binaliktad ng Court of Appeals ang desisyon ng Muntinlupa RTC sa drug case ni Laila De Lima.
Hindi ko nabasa yung desisyon ng Court of Appeals. Hindi ako mag-comment, hindi ko kasi nabasa. At saka hindi ko rin nabasa yung desisyon ng RTC. Hindi lang mag-comment saan. And, well, understandable. Kay Laila De Lima and kay Chel Jokno, they've been very vocal anti-Duterte since birth. Yes. In fact, wala pa sa mapa si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte to become president ay anti-Duterte na talaga si Secretary De Lima. So, understandable na sasali sila sa prosecution.
Last na VP, sinabi ni Representative Chua na nagtataka daw siya kung bakit nanalo yung mga pro-impeachment congressman sa 2025 elections.
Nagtataka ako bakit nanalo si Congressman Joel Chua.
Bakit?
Hindi ko alam. Hindi ko alam bakit siya nanalo.
Update po ma'am sa British Legation is The Hague now. Yung ano yung magiging program doon? At when are you going to fly to The Hague po?
Okay.
Or invited pa?
Oh yes, invited kayo lahat.
So, yan.